Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Tax Savings Tuesday. I'm Christopher, CEO and founder of Wico Tax, an all-year-round, all-in-one tax payroll and bookkeeping service, virtual service solution. Now we're going to talk about the payroll tax refund. What is this all about? For those of you who are not aware about the payroll tax refund, this is an employee retention tax credits. This has been also released together with the Paycheck Protection Program and the EIDL loan. But to know more about, we have our guest speaker for today. Before I introduce her, our speaker, let me just go over with you with this presentation. How's everyone? We just barely finished our Independence Day celebration. I hope everybody's ready for our tax savings. All right, let me just share my screen. There you go. Okay, so our presentation today is how to claim payroll tax refund. This is the employee retention credit that allows eligible employers to claim a credit against 50% of wages. So anything that we contributed as an employer, if we qualify on the payroll tax for our employees, that is something that we can get as additional fund for our company. For the webinar, this lasts for less than 45 minutes or earlier, sooner than that. There will be a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. The participants are encouraged to type questions. And if you want to get the pre-tax and bookkeeping checklist, just go on our website and download it for free, and also avail our 30-minute consultation for any tax, bookkeeping, or just a general business questions. Then you can be part of our gift card by subscribing on my YouTube channel, Chris Y. Coco. This is how I started. I'm an immigrant from the Philippines. I know that I started that life is hard about the company, but it gets harder. So that's why I decided to have my own company, which is the Wico Tax, because I have a twin brother that I've been helping out in the Philippines for him to be safe and secure and the rehabilitation. But then again, if we have a bigger why, the easier the how. That's why when I'm a bachelor's of degree in nursing, whatever after office hours, I started to do selling, and then until the company Wico Tax has born on 2015, we currently have 4 different locations. I can hear an audio, a sound. Okay, it was established in 2015. And now because of my contribution to the business community, we in terms of education for free, we are recognized this year as the 2022 Business Person of the Year in the Lower Rio Grande Valley. That's why we're trying to find collaborations that are related to finance and taxes. You can check our publications on our website and also newspaper if we be the right fit for your needs for any tax and bookkeeping. Why Wico Tax? We provide a worry-free year-round competitive and on-time tax payroll and bookkeeping service solution. And now with the demand of outsourcing, it gives you so many benefits, especially in accounting, because it gives you peace of mind, save headaches, save time of not dealing with the IRS, save money, and now you can have faster access to grants or loans. And this is very relevant what we're talking about, the access to some free refund that you can avail. Okay, check our success stories, our reviews. Disclaimer: this material has been prepared for informational purposes only. It is not intended and should not be provided or relied for tax or legal accounting service. Example and other materials on this webinar are only for illustrative purpose and should not be relied upon technical answers. That Wico Tax is a virtual outsourced tax and bookkeeping company, and we are not associated with any institutions on this presentation, and is a private business providing resources for small businesses. Let's dig into it. I would like to introduce our speaker for today. She's the financial advisor of Hedgemont Group International. Also, she's a benefit advisor of a tax strategy pro. No other than Miss Eda Ang Lusader. Miss Eda, how are you?
Hi, Chris. Hi, everyone.
Good morning. How's your
Am I having
Independence Day?
am I having a like an echo?
I can hear you well. You're fine with me.
Okay, good,
How,
good.
how about yeah, can you hear me right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Then how's your Independence Day celebration?
Very good, very good. What's wrong with my hair now?
Ah, you're
Okay.
fine. All right, let's dig deeper with the credits that you would like to introduce for our viewers today.
Okay.
Yeah, how does the employee retention tax credit works and who qualifies for this one?
Okay, first I'd like to show you this video.
Okay.
So, it all explains everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the video is here. Okay. This is short. 3 minutes maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the ERTC and how did it come about? In short, it's a fully refundable credit against the employer's portion of the Social
Are you
Security
hearing
tax
the
paid to
audio?
employees.
Yeah, we can
If
hear
you're
it.
eligible, you can receive as much as $28,000 per employee in the form of a check sent directly to you. And the ERTC was created by Congress through the CARES Act back in March of 2020 to help businesses navigate through COVID. But here's where things head south real quick. It's been modified and amended 8 times. That's right, 8 times since its inception. And 3 acts have been combined into one along the way as well. So, as you might imagine, this has created an enormous amount of confusion and misinformation that's costing business owners tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in credits that they're rightfully entitled to, but they aren't claiming. Now, obviously, depending on your situation, that could add up to a lot of money that you're entitled to. And I'm sure you don't want to forfeit it or just let the government keep it. After all, it's your money. And that's where Tax Strategy Pro comes in. Let me explain. We have a fast, simple, free process we go through to not only make sure you're qualified, but also to maximize your credit and complete the forms necessary to get you a check in the mail from the IRS as quickly as possible. We've tried to keep things simple for the purposes of this video, but there are many other considerations and exemptions, including what constitutes qualified wages, how to calculate health expenses, what documentation the IRS requires for this very beneficial and wide-ranging refund. So, to kick things off, we'll have a quick discovery call. On this call, we'll learn a little bit more about your business. We'll get some more information from you about your specific situation. Then you'll receive a field estimate showing the expected recovery amount, if applicable. And don't worry, there's no risk to you at all because there's no charge if your business isn't eligible. Now, after that, you'll complete the required application and engagement paperwork, and we'll get you set up with one of our experts who will determine which quarters to apply for. Then, once we have all the info we need, we'll fill out all the paperwork, all the forms necessary, and send them to the IRS for you while you sit back and wait for the check to come. So, if there's a See If I Qualify button on the page you're watching this video on, go ahead and click that to kick things off. If not, contact the person who sent this video to you to be guided through the process every step of the way and get the money you're entitled to.
This looks really promising. With this video, Miss Edda, what are the basic requirements for this to qualify?
So basically, these are the taxes paid by the businesses to IRS. So we need the 941s of the
Uh-huh.
6 quarters, 2020 and 2021. So remember, COVID started early in the first quarter of 2020. So the fund came out March 13 of 2020. So second quarter, 941, second quarter of 2020, second, third, fourth,
Uh-huh.
and then 2021, first, second, and third quarters.
For 2021, it's second to third quarters, correct?
2020 is 2, 3, 4.
And then 2021.
2021 is 1, 2, 3.
Okay, one, two, three. I see.
But early this year, the fourth quarter was approved by Congress. So
Uh-huh.
we're still waiting for the budget on that, and it will be added in the later part of the year.
So they already added the fourth quarter for 2021.
It is approved but not funded yet. Remember, the
Yeah.
Congress approves whatever budget for the next fiscal year, usually in September. So
Oh, okay. And then also, what are they looking specifically? Is it the number of employees that they hire or the wages? Are they basing it on the total wages or the number of hours that have been reduced?
So basically, all this is a tax refund. So this is based on the submitted taxes. So yes, we will require the detailed payroll journal, per employee, per payday, all the deductions, the net pay. So everything is based on there.
And then how about the sales? Do they require a decrease on sales on the for when the COVID struck?
So another requirement, good question. Another requirement is the profit and loss. So there will be a comparison from 2019 profit and loss, 2020, and 2021.
So, in, on top of the payroll report, and then the profit and loss. Does the profit and loss also require quarterly report?
Yes, everything quarterly. Thank you. Everything quarterly.
Uh,
Uh, the company will not accept annual reports. Everything quarterly. Profit and loss, payroll journal, 941s, all quarterly.
yeah, and then for the how about people that are receiving paycheck protection program? Do we also need that?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. So yeah, we will need that because this is under CARES Act. And this is ERTC is actually the mother of the funding. And then so they don't allow double dipping. So if you have received the PPP, then it will be deducted from your ERTC benefits.
How about the would they also deduct the EIDL or
No,
it's not related?
no,
Okay.
because EIDL is a loan. You are going to pay that.
Mm-hmm.
PPP, if you were not forgiven, then you will have your, ERTC higher, bigger amount.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, and for the payroll tax or the ERTC, it's something that they don't have to pay back.
Yes. No application for forgiveness, nothing. This is a refund.
Yes. So that's why for this to be how long does it take if they already pre-qualify? How long do they usually the IRS release the money?
So first we do the survey to pre-qualify. If
Uh-huh.
you are qualified, less the PPP, whatever are the requirements in the survey. We will show that later. And then, of course, there will be contracts after pre-qualification. Then we will start the process. So by starting the process, we will require all the documentation. And then once you completed all those documents, then you will receive the amended 941. So the amended 941 will show your refund. And then we will send that to you, sign it, and send it to IRS. So the good news is that um, IRS is now releasing checks between 2 to 4 months. So because the tax season is already
Yeah.
over, so it's sooner this time.
Oh, that's a great news because before it takes more than 6 months. Now, more than ever, this would be 2 to 4 months. So that's why it's very important that they have a good record keeping. So we would be able to expedite the application faster. When we say record keeping, we're talking about the profit and loss, balance, the financial statements, and also the quarterly 941 reports.
Yes.
Yes, in terms of receiving, they do they have an option to receive it direct deposit or it's going to be a check?
So far, there was a proposal for the direct deposit, but it's still on physical checks mailed to the business owners, and it comes in a quarterly. Um, if they qualify for two quarterlies, then they get two checks. If they
Mhm.
qualify for all six, then they get six checks.
Okay. So the check is not going to be one check. It's going to be quarterly, right? Not going to be
Yes,
released like the whole year.
yes, yes, yes.
Hmm. How about if the business owner is S corp and they own the company, but he's the only employee, or the W two is only his.
We accept even one employee, provided that the minimum recovery is 10,000.
Hmm. So even he owns the company and he put himself on payroll, he can be qualified.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I think before they said it needs to when you are 51% that you own the company, then you won't be qualified for this. So even he owns the company.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Okay.
the main thing here is to fill out the survey form because we will pre-qualify before we proceed.
Yes. All right, there you go. How about the if the family members they are part of the payroll, they are also qualified, right?
They are qualified.
For the
Everybody.
20%.
This is your taxes paid. And so for as long as you don't really take out all of, you know, the income, because you pay yourself, and sometimes I saw surveys that they pay themselves equal to the taxes they paid. So what is to refund there, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can they still be qualified even if their sales didn't go down by 50% to 20?
Yes, yes, yes. Because again, thank you for the question. Um, Remember, in the early part of the video, Jason said that the law was changed 8 times, and there was a 3 session of the Congress to approve that. So, meaning on the 2021 revisions, they added that if companies can show proof on the challenges they faced during the COVID, then they will qualify. So it's not only about the 20 to 50% reduction, but also how were they affected. So there is a third party interview. And these are professional grant writers that they also do research on the state level, the county, um, the federal level, the city level, on what were the government regulations during that time. Remember, at some point, the government said only 75%, only 50%, only 25% capacity are allowed. At some point, some places were totally shut down. So there will be a detailed process on this report. So
Yeah, and that's why we are familiar with that. Sometimes it's a newsletter from the city, county, the state about the maximum occupancy per restaurant. That's what we're pertaining about.
yes, yes,
Definitely, definitely. That guys, as you can hear, it's not only the decrease of sales, or it's not only the for the payroll, but also if you I mean, obviously we've been affected, and there are so many government, state, and city mandates for us to comply during that time in terms of social distancing. That's a good news for everyone that everybody can potentially qualify as long as you have assessed by the team, the Tax Strategy Pro, and we have Miss Eda who's gonna help us to facilitate with the application. Correct.
yes, yes, yes.
All right, there you go. If you have more, if you don't have more questions, we would be waiting for your call. All you have to do is contact us, on our company wicotax.com, and we would be able to connect you. We'll send you the survey, the pre-qualification coming from Miss Eda. This is a good news for everyone. We all thought that paycheck protection will be the only source of funding, but now we have this. But like what I've said, Miss Eda, this is a first come first serve basis, right?
Yeah, same thing with PPP. For as long as the funds are still available, then, we have to get it. And these are your money, so get it.
Okay. There you go. Thank you very much for watching. We would have a replay here on our YouTube channel, Chris Waikoko. Just subscribe. And for further questions, you're always welcome to contact us. Miss Eda, thank you very much for your time, and I'm looking forward to help some of our business clients.
Most
Again,
definitely. Thank you.
thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and have a good day, everybody. Stay safe. Thank you, Miss Eda.
Thanks. Okay, thanks.